Every year, Americans consume over 20 pounds of onions per person, and the premium onion powder industry is worth $3.5 billion USD. 70% of production comes from vast fields in California, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. From a fresh onion through an advanced drying technology process, creating pure onion powder, an indispensable ingredient in modern kitchens and the global food industry. The story begins in March and April. The golden planting season, farmers use precision planters, GPS-guided sowing seeds, or onion sets, small bulbs into fertile sandy loam soil. Precise spacing rows 12 to 14 inches apart. Plants 4 to 6 inches apart, creating a density of 100,000 to 150,000 plants per acre. Each seed is sown 0.5 to 1 inch deep, ensuring soil moisture of 60 to 70% for optimal germination. In 7 to 14 days, onions germinate. Thin green leaves like blades of grass emerge from the soil. This stage needs 1 to 2 inches of water per week through drip irrigation or pivot sprinklers. Onions are very sensitive to weeds, so farmers use selective herbicide and mechanical cultivators weeding between rows, protecting the shallow root system of young onions. After 60 to 90 days, the bulbing stage begins. The onion bulb swells magically. When daylight lasts more than 14 to 16 hours, photoperiod, onions switch from making leaves to accumulating energy into the bulb. Farmers apply NPK fertilizer with high nitrogen in the early stage, switching to high potassium when bulbing so the bulb is firm and stores well. Irrigation gradually decreases as the bulb grows. From day 120 to 180, depending on variety, onions mature completely. Leaf tops begin to fall over a sign the bulb is ripe. Farmers check bulb size 3 to 4 inches diameter, outer skin dry yellow or brown, bulb neck soft. Average yield reaches 50 to 70 tons per acre, equivalent to 1,000 to 1,450 pound bags per acre. This is the golden time to harvest. High-tech harvesting. Specialized onion harvesters. Undercutter blade cuts roots underground. Lifting chains lift bulbs up. Shaking conveyors shake off dirt. Tops, cutter chops off leaves. And finally, clean onion bulbs are transferred onto trucks or windrows in the field for curing 7 to 14 days under the sun. One machine harvests 10 to 15 acres per day. Important curing onion bulbs in windrows dry in the sun for 7 to 14 days. Temperature 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Low humidity. Outer skin dries completely. Bulb neck seals tight, reducing moisture content from 85 to 90% down to 80 to 82% standard for storage and processing. Then, a second harvester or trucks collect the cured onions, transporting them to packing houses or processing plants in 24 to 48 hours. Welcome to the Premium Onion Processing Factory. Bins containing 1,000 to 2,000 pounds of onions are dumped onto receiving hoppers. Conveyor belts transport them into the pre-cleaning area. Rotary drum screens remove dried dirt, rocks, debris. Optical sensors scan each bulb. Air jets blow to reject damaged, moldy bulbs. Only A-grade onions continue uniform size, 2.5 to 4 inches. Firm, no sprouts. Precise sizing onions pass through a roller system with gradually increasing gaps dividing them into size groups: small from 2 to 2.5 inches, medium from 2.5 to 3 inches large, from 3 to 3.5 inches, and very large from 3.5 to 4 inches. Each size falls into a separate bin because drying times vary. Uniform size helps dry evenly, no bulbs get burned or remain undried. Uniformity is the key to quality. Super clean cleaning onions are washed through a 3-stage industrial system. Stage 1 pre-wash with 60 PS. High pressurized water jets to remove remaining dirt and sand. Stage 2 brush washing with gently rotating nylon brushes, cleaning the outer skin. Stage 3 rinsing again with UV treated clean water, then using a strong air stream to blow dry excess water to prepare for the peeling stage. Wash. Water is filtered and reused up to 80%, ensuring a sustainable process. Automatic peeling onions are fed into a peeling machine using compressed air streams at a pressure of 80 to 100 psi, combined with mechanical rollers to remove 2 to 3 outer dry skin layers. The top and root are cut by rotating blades, achieving 95 to 98% efficiency. Peeling clean, but still retaining maximum bulb meat. The skins are collected to make animal feed or composted onion bulbs after peeling. Have a clean ivory white color ready for the slicing stage. Precise slicing onions are fed into a slicing machine using rotating stainless steel blades with a diameter of 12 to 16 inches, cutting them into uniform slices 3 to 5 millimeters thick, or dicing them to a size of 6 to 8 millimeters blade. Speed reaches 300 to 500 cuts per minute. Uniform thickness is very important, so the drying process occurs evenly. Some lines use water jet cutting technology to help reduce eye irritation, protecting workers. Sulfur compound reduction. After slicing, onion slices can go through enzymatic treatment or mild heat blanching at 180 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 to 90 seconds to deactivate enzymes, creating a pungent smell. This process retains 85 to 90% flavor but reduces tear-inducing sulfur compounds, creating mildly sweet onion powder when dried. Optional step depending on product grade premium powder usually skips this to retain full flavor. Industrial drying is the heart of the process. Onion slices are spread on multi-tier conveyors and pass through a drying chamber 40 to 60 feet long. Hot air from 140 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit is blown through for 4 to 6 hours. Moisture drops from 80 to 82% down to 4 to 6%. Additionally, there is a higher-end freeze-drying method. Onion slices are frozen at -40 degrees Fahrenheit, then vacuum dried for 18 to 24 hours, helping to retain up to 95% flavor and nutrition. Cooling and tempering. Dried onion slices exit the dryer hot at 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, immediately entering cooling conveyors with ambient air fans. Temperature drops to 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit in 10 to 15 minutes. Then, tempering bins store them for 12 to 24 hours in a controlled environment at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 to 50% RH, so moisture equilibrates evenly at 4 to 6% throughout. Stabilization prevents clumping when grinding. Fine grinding creating powder. Dried onion slices go through hammer mills or impact pulverizers with screens of mesh 20 to 60, depending on the fineness desired. Hammers spin at 3,000 to 5,000 revolutions per minute. grinding slices into fine powder. Particle size analyzer, 90% of particles pass through 40 mesh, 425 microns. No combing agents, pure onion, 100%. Strongly aromatic onion powder comes out, pale yellow to cream in color, and air screening and classifying the powder is passed through a multi-tier vibrating screen system to remove large-sized particles, then enters an upward airstream classifying device to separate particles by density, and size fine particles fly upwards while coarse particles fall downwards. The system creates 3 product grades: fine powders smaller than 250 micrometers, used for premium spices; standard powder from 250 to 425 micrometers for general use purposes; and granular form from 425 to 850 micrometers, used for instant soups. Each grade is separated into its own stream. Comprehensive quality control. The laboratory tests 18 parameters, including moisture from 4 to 6%, volatile essential oil content, evaluating flavor, intensity, color, according to the lab index particle size, distribution, bulk, density, flowability, total microbial count under 10,000 CFU per gram, Salmonella not detected, E. coli not detected, testing for heavy metals, and pesticide residues, sulfur compounds are analyzed by HPLC method. Only batches meeting standards are shipped according to FDA, USDA, and ISO 22000 regulations. Diverse packaging. The packaging line consists of 3 main formats. First are retail jars of 2.5 ounces and 5 ounces made of glass or PET plastic, automatically filled, capped, and labeled. Second are food service bags of 1 pound and 5 pounds with zippers and flushed with nitrogen gas to extend shelf life up to 24 months. Third are industrial bags of 25 pounds and 50 pounds or fiber drums for food manufacturers. Multi-head weighing systems achieve an accuracy of plus or minus 0.1%. Packaging is hermetically sealed using induction technology printed with production and expiration dates, helping preserve product flavor. From the onion field with a growth period of 120 to 180 days, going through 12 sophisticated technological stages, from sorting, washing, peeling precise, cutting drying for 4 to 6 hours, or freeze drying for 24 hours, grinding and screening to create a pure onion powder jar in your hands. Each spoonful is equivalent to a fresh onion in flavor. Rich in the antioxidant quercetin, no preservatives, and suitable for every dish. Every powder particle is the crystallization of modern agriculture and food processing technology. $250 million pounds of garlic powder every year. The United States consumes an incredibly massive amount. Behind that are factories worth trillions of dollars. But the surprise is, they are not yet the most precious thing. The most precious thing in the factory is the secret formula, creating high-quality garlic powder jars, sold on the market at incredibly cheap prices. That formula is kept in a strictly secured safe. And right now, let's learn about the process of producing garlic powder inside the factory. The story begins from October to November every year, when farmers in Gilroy start planting garlic seed bulbs into fertile soil. Each acre of land can contain more than 40,000 seed bulbs, and they need a special condition: cold weather. Garlic needs to go through a vernalization process, meaning it must endure temperatures below 45 degrees F for 6 to 8 weeks to stimulate growth. This is the secret to creating high-quality garlic. Throughout the next 7 to 9 months, the garlic plants undergo a miraculous growth process. From December to April, the green leaves grow tall, absorbing the California sunshine. Farmers carefully water them through a drip irrigation system, saving up to 30 to 40% of water compared to traditional methods. They also apply nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium fertilizers in a balanced formula, ensuring each garlic bulb fully develops from 10 to 12 cloves. By June to July, when the leaves start to turn yellow and fall over, that is the sign the garlic bulbs are ripe. This is the golden time to harvest. With an average yield of 5 to 6 tons per acre, large farms in Gilroy can harvest thousands of tons of garlic within a few weeks. Modern machinery, giant harvesting machines move across the fields, plucking garlic bulbs from the ground, removing roots and leaves, then lining them up in neat rows. After harvest, the garlic bulbs are naturally sun-dried under the California sun for 2 to 3 weeks to reduce moisture from 70% down to 60 to 65%. This process helps the outer skin become dry and hard, protecting the garlic bulbs during transportation. Finally, thousands of pounds of garlic bulbs are loaded into specialized trucks, ready to depart for the processing factory not far away. The journey to turn garlic into powder now truly begins. Welcome to the heart of the American garlic industry modern processing factory with a processing capacity of over 100 million pounds of garlic per year. First, the garlic bulbs are poured into the receiving conveyor system where they undergo the first quality inspection. Optical sensors automatically detect and remove garlic bulbs that are damaged, moldy, or diseased. Only garlic bulbs that meet the standards of being firm, not bruised, with a size from 1.5 to 2.5 inches, are moved to the next stage. The next step is cleaning, a crucial process to remove soil, gravel, and impurities. The garlic bulbs are passed through a powerful compressed air cleaning system, blowing away dust and dirt. Then they go through a wash chamber with a high-pressure water stream of 40 to 60 psi, ensuring the removal of 99.9% of impurities clinging to the surface. The wash water is recycled and filtered clean, saving thousands of gallons of water every day. After cleaning, the garlic bulbs are sorted by size, using a vibrating screen system into small, medium, and large to optimize the peeling process. This is the most exciting part, cracking and peeling. In this process, whole garlic bulbs are fed into a clove separator, where they are broken apart by centrifugal force and gentle mechanical pressure without damaging the garlic cloves inside. Each hour, the system can process 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of garlic bulbs. Next, the garlic cloves are fed into an automatic peeling machine, a technological marvel. They are rolled through rubber rollers with just enough force, the thin, dry skin automatically flakes off while the garlic cloves inside remain intact. Peeling efficiency reaches 95%, requiring almost no manual intervention. After peeling, the garlic cloves undergo another quality inspection. Cloves that are bruised, discolored, or defective are removed by smart AI cameras, scanning 50 cloves per second with near absolute accuracy. Perfect garlic cloves, ivory white, firm-fleshed, and blemish-free, will be moved to the slicing stage. Here, industrial cutters with sharp stainless steel blades cut each garlic clove into thin slices of 2 to 3 millimeters, creating a large surface area to optimize the subsequent drying process. The most important step in the garlic powder processing flow is drying. This is where the magic happens. Garlic slices are spread evenly on stainless steel trays and then put into giant industrial dehydrators. The temperature is precisely controlled at 140 to 160 degrees F for 6 to 8 hours. Why this temperature? Because it is high enough to evaporate water, but low enough to preserve allicin, the compound that creates the characteristic aroma and antibacterial properties of garlic. The continuous hot air circulation system ensures every garlic slice dries evenly. Moisture drops from 65% to only 6 to 7%, turning soft garlic slices into crispy pieces, easy to grind. After drying, the garlic is quickly cooled in a cooling chamber at 60 to 70 degrees F, preventing oxidation and preserving its natural color. Next is the fine milling stage, the heart of the garlic powder creation process. Crispy dried garlic slices are fed into a high-capacity milling system at a speed of 3,000 RPM. In seconds, they are ground into coarse powder. This powder then passes through an ultra-fine mill, creating a texture as fine as flour with a particle size of only 80 to 100 mesh, about 0.150 millimeter. To ensure uniform quality, the garlic powder is passed through a multi-stage sifting system. Sieves with different fineness, from coarse to ultra-fine, separate the powder particles by size. Particles that are too large will go back to the mill for reprocessing, ensuring 100% of the product meets standards. Simultaneously, the automated quality control system takes random samples every 15 minutes to check color, moisture, and allicin content. Only when all parameters meet the standards is the garlic powder approved for the final stage. Before packaging, the garlic powder undergoes an important sterilization step using superheated steam or light irradiation. This process kills 99.99% of bacteria, mold, and harmful microorganisms such as E. coli and Salmonella, but still preserves the flavor and nutritional value. This is why garlic powder from reputable manufacturers can be stored for a long time while remaining absolutely safe for consumer health. Finally, we come to the packaging stage where the garlic powder is prepared to reach the consumers. The garlic powder is transferred through an automatic quantitative weighing system with an accuracy of plus 0.5 grams. High-speed packaging machines can process 120 jars per minute. The garlic powder is distributed into PET plastic bottles or glass jars. Then, the machine automatically screws the lids tight. Each bottle is labeled with full information: expiration date, production batch number, nutritional information, and a barcode for traceability. Some premium products are also packaged in airtight aluminum bags for longer preservation. Final quality inspection is an indispensable step. Each product batch is scanned through a metal detector to ensure no impurities are mixed in. Automatic weight sensors remove bottles that are underweight or overweight. Cameras take photos of 100% of the products to check if labels are misaligned or blurred. Standardized bottles will be packed into cardboard cartons, each carton containing 12 to 24 bottles depending on size. The cartons are taped, shipping labels are applied, and they are stacked onto pallets by automated robots. The product storage warehouse is a giant space with strictly controlled temperature and humidity. The temperature is maintained at 60 to 70 degrees F and humidity below 60% to prevent clumping and flavor loss. Pallets are stacked up to 20 feet high by forklifts. The WMS Intelligent Warehouse Management System tracks the location of each box, production date, and automatically arranges dispatch according to the first-in, first-out principle, ensuring the freshest products are delivered first. From the warehouse, the garlic powder begins its nationwide distribution journey. Transport trucks are loaded with boxes, ready to depart for distribution centers, major supermarkets like Walmart, Costco, Whole Foods, and thousands of small grocery stores. Some batches are also exported to Canada, Mexico, and other countries. The American garlic powder industry is worth over $2 billion annually, creating jobs for thousands of people from farms to factories. At the distribution center, the garlic powder is rechecked one last time before hitting the shelves. Staff scan barcodes, arranging products according to each store's order. Smaller trucks distribute to each supermarket. And here it is the moment garlic powder appears on the shelves. From a garlic farm in California, through 12 to 15 strict processing stages, now the product is ready to serve millions of families. Each small jar of garlic powder represents months of labor, advanced technology, and the dedication of hundreds of people. Consumers, you and I, are the ones who complete this journey. A mother chooses a bottle of garlic powder for a family dinner. A restaurant chef orders in bulk for his menu. A young person cooking for the first time turns to garlic powder to experiment with a new recipe. Garlic powder is not just a spice, it brings characteristic flavor to thousands of dishes, from Italian pasta, pizza, grilled meat, soup, salad, to Asian dishes. With a shelf life of 2 to 3 years and an affordable price of only 3 to 5 USD jar, it is a smart choice for every kitchen. And so, the journey ends. From the garlic seeds sown into the ground in autumn, through 7 to 9 months of growth under the California sun, to the high-tech processing flow with 12+ strict steps, finally turning into garlic powder in your spice cabinet. This is not just a story about food. This is a story about sustainable agriculture, technological innovation, and the connection between farmers and consumers.